Hey, this episode is brought to you by Wolfpack Gear built for on the move. They have duffel bags, backpacks, meal prep bags. Wolfpack keeps you ready for your day, the traveling, gym training, everything in between. Tap in here at I'm putting it in the description. Shop Wolfpack and use our promo code POF Pod and save 10% today. Tap in. Mwah. Welcome to the Power Friendship Podcast. I'm your host, Sailor Game. Today we have a special guest. Introduce yourself.
I am the Panda Redd. I am a social media personality. I mostly make things by making jokes about comic books.
I love it. First of all, hit the like and share button. Drink your water, coffee, whatever. Your mom and dad love them. Everybody, love everyone. Be kind. First question, what's your fourth favorite color? Your fourth.
Shit. Okay, let's see. Green, but specifically forest green. Like not Green Lantern, bright green. I would say probably forest, deeper green.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to rank them because I have black, red. Yeah, green. I'd say green.
Okay. All right. How nerdy are you from scale 1 to 10?
That comic shop sign is real. This is custom made. This lightsaber is named after me, and this lightsaber is also custom made.
I love it. Actually,
I'd say 11.
Oh yeah, I can say 11. Okay. Do you have a favorite fandom? Do you have a favorite fandom so far?
DC. I'd probably say DC. Just logistically, I'd probably say DC at this point. Logically, I think I wouldn't be allowed to say anything other than DC at this point. I think I might get removed from a few fan pages if I said anything other than DC at this point.
Okay. Cool. Who's your favorite DC character?
Are you able to see those on camera?
I know you like guns. I know you like my boy.
Yeah,
I know my boy.
Hood. Jason Todd by a very, very large margin.
I know you like your boy. I was like, oh. I saw a video recently you talking about it. I was like, oh, he loves Red. Red is pretty cool. How do you feel about, what do you think Batman Great Success is?
What I think Batman what?
What do you think Batman Great Success is?
Ooh, the answer is Dick Grayson. The answer is just Dick Grayson. But I would also not credit that to Batman entirely. I think that the idea is Batman's, but I would not credit that to Batman. Second-handedly, I would probably say either Damian Wayne or Cassandra Cain. Because Damian Wayne entering into the world of the Batman with nothing but the desire to kill in your heart, believing that you are nothing if not the heir to the role of Batman, and only a few years later going, I don't want to be any of that. I want to be a doctor and save people. That's a lot. That's a big fucking turnaround. That's a lot. That's a lot more of a turnaround than I was an acrobat and now I want to save people. And Cassandra Cain, I wouldn't give Cassandra Cain to him because Cassandra Cain did most of that on her own. So I would say either the right answer is Dick Grayson. My contrarian answer might be Damian Wayne.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. I love that. Most people don't say that. Most people don't say Damian Wayne at all.
It's because usually the answer DC gives is like they call Dick Grayson Batman's greatest success. And I'm like, I don't know if you're allowed to call the character named after a Superman character Batman's greatest success. I don't know if you're allowed to call Nightwing, who sought out the advice of the most human person he knows, who happens to be Superman, and go, that's all Batman's doing right there. That's Bruce's boy. I don't know if I can do that.
I love that. What are you reading now that you love? What are you reading now?
So for a project that I'm working on right now, I am reading a shit ton of pre-crisis Batman books. And I will fully admit, there's like one writer who wrote pretty much every Batman story pre-crisis, and then post-crisis Detective Comics and Batman started to have different writers. But there's a writer in the pre-crisis era called Doug Moench, who is probably my favorite Batman writer because there is some of the funnest arcs that I've read in there, but also some of the dumbest goddamn comics I've ever read that have also happened. One of the books that I just read, I think I wrote it down as this might be the funniest comic I've ever read. It is literally an entire Batman book of Bruce Wayne gets home from a long night, and he's extremely tired, and he's like, "Oh god, I just can't wait to get to bed." And the entire joke of the issue is that every single chance he gets, something stops him from doing that. So, like, he walks up to the top of the stairs, and Alfred's like, "Oh, the renovators are here to work on Wayne Manor," and he's like, Can I just not
No.
tonight, man?"
No.
And he's like, "Nope, you gotta go talk to them right now. They're here. It's 8 in the morning and they're here already. So you gotta go discuss and haggle with them." And he walks up the staircase, and then his love interest walks in and is like, "We need to talk about something." He's like, "I really don't want to fucking do that." And it's like 26 pages of Bruce Wayne being like, "Can you people just fuck off and let me sleep?" And it had me fucking cackling.
That's
So
awesome.
I would say pre-crisis Batman right now is like my obsession. So I'd say
That's,
that.
that's awesome. What is one of your favorite stories you want to come to live action or animated?
No one's gonna agree with me on this one.
Oh, this is great.
This is my
Uh-oh.
this is
Uh-oh.
this is
Ah!
this is but it's not because it's controversial.
Uh-huh.
It's because nobody else wants this. I want Mark Waid's Archie Comics run to be turned into a TV show.
That's
Mark Waid did
okay.
a graphic novel run of Archie Comics where he did like kind of a more updated, realistic version of what Riverdale looks like. And the first comics I ever collected was Archie Comics. So when I saw that, I was like, "That kicks ass! I want to read that." And it came out, I think, a couple of months before the show Riverdale did, and I think Riverdale was pitched as that, and then got turned into a CW show.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I love Archie. Fucking despise Riverdale. Anybody who worked on Riverdale can get it. That is, yeah, that show pisses me off. That show makes me violent. I hate that fucking show. So I desperately want the Mark Waid Riverdale series to be turned into something.
I tried 30 minutes.
I tried an episode, and then I saw Jughead be emo, and that was the exact moment that I was like, "I'm done. Who am I? Who do I have to fight? Is it Cole? I'm fighting Cole. Fuck you." That is the speed it turned into.
I said, it's not hard to do this. You could do this. Why are you
Everyone in my personal life is like, "Oh no, Jay wants to personally fight Cole Sprouse, like box in the street level fight Cole Sprouse." I think it's on site.
It's on
If
site
I'm
when you see
ever
him.
invited to an event with him, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, can somebody have security on him? I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what's gonna happen to me."
I was like, yo, what did he do? I just can't believe. I saw Sabrina on there. Then I was like, no.
Mm?
Then I was like, wait.
What? I'm like, okay, you're in the comics, but you're not like a witch, like dark witch in the comics. What is going on here?
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, Cheryl Blossom's doing creepy shit in the woods with her brother." And I'm like, "Wait, hold, the redhead? What are we talking about?"
Yeah, they have powers. And I was like, you know what? It's okay. You know what? We're good. We're good, man. But I'm
You
glad
never
it's
understand war,
I'm so
said
excited.
Archie Andrews.
Archie will be fine. I was surprised more people haven't tapped into Archie yet. Maybe a movie or something soon.
Archie is the easiest way to me to like learn how to collect comics. It's like the way that if you're like, I don't have a comic shop near my house, I don't have XYZ. I'm like, "Okay, do you have a supermarket anywhere?" The Archie's there. Archie's there. In fact, I usually point to Archie when I go like, "Oh, comics as a printed medium are dying." I'm like, "Okay, put your shit in a Walmart then. Like, people are gonna buy it.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?" They're like, "No, we have to sell to Diamond, and Diamond needs to, well, Diamond went under. We need to sell to distributors, and distributors need to sell to comic shops." And I'm like, I owned one. That shit sucks. Just sell to Walmart. I'm a comic fan. I want to buy it from the store when I go and pick up milk. Fuck you. That doesn't make any sense.
It's true. Sitting right there when you get in the aisle. You do,
Exactly.
like, damn, Archie. That'd be dope. Put comics right there. Wow. Little compact thing. Perfect.
Exactly.
I love what DC doing.
When I went to the airport one year, there was DC and Marvel had started to sell like prestige versions of like older, smaller versions of their books that you could buy in like airport stores. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, "That's genius. Why is it only here? Like, this is great. It should be everywhere." This is a great idea. Sell them more places than this one spot.
DC,
It's like
please.
$30. No fucking adult is going to buy this book for their kid when they get on a plane. And then you're going to point at this and be like, see, we tried to sell them in airport stores and nobody liked it. Sell it in a Walmart. Sell it in like stores people are actually in.
Please. Because I was like, there's so much stuff you could just put it in the little and then just pow. And I was like, yo, it's so good. Like the compact stuff I like.
Exactly.
I'm loving it right now. Just get a little in the pow. It's boom. That's it. Yes, please do that. Because I love manga too, but please. I see anime everywhere, but I'm like, yo, can we get some? You know? Come on, man. God. All right, come on, man. Okay. All right. How you loving the DCU right now? The DCU, I mean. The DCU.
I'm loving it. I was pretty infamously like cautiously optimistic going into it. All of my videos about it, I was like, I'm hesitant to say I want this. But then as soon as Superman came out, it was everything I hoped it would be. I am 100% in support of pretty much anything in the DC universe right now.
Okay.
The only thing I'm a little bit nervous about is the Mr. Miracle show, just because I don't think that's one of the comics that I'm like, those are in the don't adapt this.
Don't touch this
camp. Don't touch. Not just don't touch this because I don't want you to mess it up, but don't adapt it because I don't think you're going to get the story. Not just the story. I don't think you're going to get the message that is actually trying to be conveyed in this via the lens you're trying to push it through. I also think that the medium that story is told in is just as important to the story as anything else. I will say, if you were going to pick anything, Mr. Miracle's the thing to do it because it's already framed kind of like a TV show. But I don't know. I'm a little touchy about it. I'm not 100% behind it. But other than that, pretty much everything else, I'm like, this is great. I love this. I was a little. I never really fell into Creature Commandos the way I wanted to.
Right.
Because like it is just Suicide Squad, but with monsters. And I'm fine with that, but it is just Suicide Squad with monsters. And I'm like, this is cool, but you already did this. We did this already. Why are you reheating my McDonald's and giving it to me? Like, this is, I'm not, that is kind of how I saw it. Is like, I already had this meal. I liked it. But then you put it in the microwave and gave it to me again.
Why?
Same meal. I mean, cool. Fuck yeah, 2 cakes. But like, what is happening here?
So what are we doing?
Like,
what are we doing?
What are we doing? Don't give me a second cake and be like, I made you pie. I'm like, this is not, no. I mean, I like that you gave me 2 cakes. I love that. But like, don't lie to me. That's about the only other thing. That's the only thing I'm not 100% behind, because the rest of it I think was great. I think the rest of it looks great. I'm super excited for Supergirl when it comes out. I'm super excited for Green Lanterns, which is big for me because I usually hate that. But like, I am optimistic for the rest of it. I will say I'm cautiously optimistic for most of it. I think the role that I'm like 100% on the hype train of Superman right now.
Okay.
And then we'll see if I get on the hype train for the rest of it later.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm giving my praise as it comes, other than being like, yeah, this is going to be great. I'm like, I think most of it's going to be great. I'm hoping that all of it is great. But even if most of it is great, I'll be happy. But I'm hopeful, if anything.
Okay. For your Batman, how do you want your Batman in DC? Do you want the blue? Do you want with the black?
Yes.
How you want the
blue? I want it blue and gray. Blue and gray with a yellow logo. Blue and gray with a yellow circle behind the logo.
I love you so much.
I will not take anything else.
That's what I want so bad.
Blue and gray with the yellow circle. Robin needs to exist. I know they're like, oh, we're making a Brave and the Bold and Damian Wayne's Robin. I'm like, no. Robin. All of the Robins need to exist. If you're gonna start with Damian Wayne, that means the rest exist. And if you say the rest don't, or that it's only 2, or that it's a couple, I don't like that. I don't want that. Every time I hear anything about the Boy Wonders movie, the like live, the stop motion one.
The Dynamic Duo. Yeah, Dynamic Duo.
Yeah, Dynamic Duo. That's what it is. Nervous as fuck because every single thing I've heard about that.
It sounds crazy.
Scares the shit out of me.
It sounds crazy as fuck. I was like, what?
I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? I saw one story synopsis that was like, oh, they're kids on the street and they are learning how to like survive together, and I'm like, that's terrible. Why are you creating Jason's origin? It's not, the Robin story is not fucking hard to tell, and it pisses me off. It seems like everyone's like, we need to figure out how to bring these kids in. onto the silver
Not
screen.
hard, not hard.
Do it!
You got
it's an easy story! Like,
that's what is weird to me, because like we have comic books that actually like, hey, and it's pictures. So it's like, hey, just do this.
Just do that. I mean, like, yeah, it's harder to portray in one movie like Dick Grayson becomes Robin. He loves it for a while. Him and Batman have a falling out. Then Jason shows up. Jason has a father relationship with Batman. Then he dies. Then, like, I know that's hard to portray, but, like, if you were going to make a boy one, to me, if you're making Dynamic Duo the movie, Dick Grayson's already Robin, and have him meet Jason. And then have him, like, have Batman bring Jason into the Batcave, and then have Dick kind of try and show him the ropes as he's like, I don't think you should be Robin. I don't think anybody should be Robin. I don't want to be Robin. I gave up the role of Robin because I grew past it, but it's not Bruce's to give. I don't think that anybody should be Robin, but I'm going to show you how to not die, because apparently my adopted brother dad over here seems to think that you should do this. So, okay, let's figure out how to make that not kill you. And that's how I would make the movie, is having Dick Grayson slowly be won over by Jason Todd, showing the fact that he knows how to be Robin, and having him slowly convince Dick that giving the role of Robin to somebody else is equally as important as when he had it. That's how I would do it. I wouldn't make them the same age. I wouldn't make them Robin at the same time.
Hey, brothers.
That's dumb.
That
crazy. Doesn't make any sense. They're like, oh, but we want them to be the same age when we age them up and Red Hood and Nightwing show up. Okay. Make the age gap not that far then. Like, Jason's Robin for like a year. Like, we don't need to do this.
Yeah. I was like, wait, because I was like, is it connected to the whole thing?
I don't think so.
I hope not. Father God, though.
So.
Please no.
Yeah.
No, but take your time.
Take your
time. But take your time.
It's taking its time. I'm crossing my fingers, and I'm really hoping it's good, because I've waited so long for Robins on anything. Oh God.
Yeah, man. I'm like, please, bro. Look, I was like, please, just give me Red Hood. I want Nightwing, all of them together, man. Oh, somebody, please.
But I want my Batman in the DCU to be fun. Like, I want him to be equally dark, because I think the perfect place to pick your Batman from is right after Crisis. Right after Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Okay.
Where, weirdly enough, when Jason is Robin, that's probably the time I would pick. Speaking from favorites, when Jason is Robin, that's probably the time I would pick. Not because that is the best time, but because to me, that's the best time where it captures both the fun of Batman, like the campy, ridiculous side, where like some of the characters are really fun and bubbly, and sometimes you get characters like the Penguin, whose entire motivation is take me seriously, goddamn you. And then you have some characters like fucking Crazy Quilt, who's like, I'm gonna kill you because your predecessor blinded me, and I don't know that you're different. That's fun. That's cool. If your Batman can't have a giant T-Rex and a giant penny in his Batcave, you don't have Batman. And that is, like, you need to have those two things, or you didn't actually adapt Batman. And I believe that so wholeheartedly that I'm like, that's where I would take from. Because right after Crisis, that's when they introduced, like, Batman Year One. So they had that, like, darker element of Batman was already there. There was still a lot of dark stories going on. Comics were transitioning into a more of a, like, cross-age medium. But you still had those like fun, campy, ridiculous elements that were still there. And that's where I'm like, no, take from that moment in time. Don't take from like gritty, real world, dark Batman that shows up later, where like a bunch of the characters needed to be dark and serious. Like, as much as I love the like Arkham games, they really dip into the overly dark sometimes, where it's like, oh, we're going to have the Penguin, but the Penguin doesn't wear a monocle. It's a broken off bottle that's stuck in his face. And like, oh, Jason Todd wasn't tortured for like an hour and then blown up. He was tortured for a year. And the Joker let all the other villains in on it. I'm like, okay, all right, calm down. Calm the fuck down. It's Batman. Let's be real.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Exactly.
I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot. I was like, okay, I know why he's mad. I was like, okay, I can be mad for him. Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I'd get it too. I'd be like, you left me in Gotham, you son of a bitch. You left me in Arkham to rot. I got my ass beat by the Penguin.
I forgot about that.
You get my ass beat by the Penguin, you sack of shit.
I forgot about that.
That's what I'd be mad about.
I was like,
I'd be like, oh, you didn't kill the Joker? Yeah, I am mad you didn't kill the Joker. You know the shit they let them do to me?
You got a
That's when I would get mad.
He had a whole J on his face. I forgot.
Exactly. I'm like, he burned his initial into my face, man.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm so pissed. That's where I would be. I get it. But that's where I'm like, okay, if you're going to adapt, because I've had a couple people that I've seen that are like, oh, if you're going to adapt Batman, look at the Arkham games. I'm like, how about you fucking don't?
Yeah, don't do that.
I really like the Arkham games. They're great. But they also do dip their toe into the crazy dark for no reason sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Can we not? Like, Harley Quinn isn't a character in those. Can we not look at that? Like,
yeah, they gotta, yeah. Just take your time. Take your time, dude. Well,
take your time. Take your time and look at multiple sources.
Yeah, because you got
one of the things I gave a lot of shit to like Zack Snyder's movies for is I've said very specifically, you can tell the 5 comics that Zack Snyder read before he made his movies, and like the 5 exact comics that he read. And that is, I'm like, I should not be able to do that if I'm looking at your DC universe. And Superman has me hopeful. Superman has me very hopeful because I'm like, oh, there's a ton of comics here.
Yeah,
there's a ton of references here. You got it. You got it. I know you know your shit. That's great. If you pull out a Batman and it's very obvious that you read The Killing Joke, Dark Knight Returns, Batman Year One, and like The Long Halloween, I'm fighting you. That's it. That's it.
I'm out.
I'm done.
I'm out. That's what I told you.
You're like, oh, I have Batman and Robin are here, and it's Damian Wayne. Did you watch Batman versus Robin? Is that all that I'm gonna see? Is that all this live action movie is? Okay. All right.
As a fan of the Snyder stuff, I tell people all the time, like, brother, my man only read like 5 books. I know he only read like, I know he read like, which is fine, but I know he only read like 5 books.
He read Dark Knight Returns and was like, this is it. This is the only comic that matters. This is the only comic that has ever mattered.
But my Batman, he old.
If you made a Dark Knight Returns movie,
that's what I'm saying. It was like that. And I told you, I said, you can't just start like with that. You know what I'm saying? If this had been a regular one-off movie, fine. But
fine. You can't have your whole universe based on the last book like that.
I was like, we see, yeah, Robin and everything. Yeah, you just can't. You got to show that.
I'm gonna start my Lord of the Rings series, and you know what? I'm gonna start with Return of the King. That's gonna be where I draw all my characters from. No, what? What are you talking about?
That's what I said. You can't. I said I love it to death.
They form the Fellowship at the end of Return of the King. What are you? What?
So what happened? What happened?
What are you talking about?
He skipped the whole. I was like, damn it! I wanted to see Dick Grayson. Fuck! And
we're gonna form the Justice League after Superman dies.
It was crazy.
Okay. All right.
Because I think the movies are fun and but I was like, brother, please. Elseworld. 5.
You don't need this to be canon. Come on.
That's what I said. Elseworld, have Flash run around, pow, and then we do whatever we want. Do whatever we want, man. Do whatever we want. But James Gunn, I got faith. Everything's looking good and crisp. Peacemaker is kind of crazy. I was like,
Peacemaker's crazy. Peacemaker's
really
out
good,
there, but I think it's just carrying over the feel of what it was before.
Yeah,
yeah. I get the vibe that they're going for because it's supposed to be that like we're really delving into like Americana culture and what it means to be a superhero and an American and what does it mean if you're not one of the premier superheroes? What does it look like to be the kind of struggling everyman who's also a superhero?
Yeah.
And also if you're raised in middle America based on extremely racist values, how do you be a superhero?
That was crazy.
Like, I get it. I get what it's going for. I don't think it's for everyone, but there is also a reason that Peacemaker's the #1 show on HBO now. Like,
all right. My friend was like, do you think it's better than like one of the top 5 comic book shows of all time? Is up there? No.
Live action, maybe.
That's what I told the dude. I was like, I don't know. Because I've never seen the show. Penguin is probably one that's like, that caught me off guard.
Penguin I like, but Penguin is a product of the universe it's in.
Yeah.
Penguin is so thoroughly a Matt Reeves mob story. Penguin doesn't feel like a comic book movie to me. Penguin doesn't feel like it's from the comics. Like
that's
Penguin
why
it's Sopranos.
It's not from the whole Batman like what Christopher Nolan was doing with that. He made like I want more like a fantastical Batman, I guess.
Exactly.
I want him to fight like monsters and Mr. Freeze and like stuff like this.
I want Man-Bat and Clayface to show up and not feel like they're
My
ridiculous.
God,
Like,
that's what I want so bad.
Exactly. And that's part of the reason that I'm like, I really like the Batman because I think it really understands Batman as a character.
Mhm.
But I think that it understands Batman as a character, not his universe. I think, unfortunately, the Batman and Matt Reeves' like whole vision is very much based around like character drama version. And I think that's fine. I think that's really good because the Batman is still great, but it's great for a Batman who fights the mob. Like, the way that Batman Year One is an incredible Batman comic because it has like a bunch of the like very early elements. Awesome, perfect. But I cannot see Mr. Freeze showing up in that universe. I desperately want Robin to show up in the Batman 2, and I can guarantee that he probably isn't going to do it because Robin's really fucking hard to do if your universe is like realistic because you have to have the suspension of disbelief that there is a child and it's okay that he's here. Like that's
flying out, jumping out.
Yeah, like whenever I tell people that, like, I try and have serious conversations with people about Batman, and usually they're like, because I have a thing that I tell people where I go, you can't have a very serious discussion about Bruce Wayne as a dad without first accepting that he is abusive. And people are like, well, yeah, he puts Robins in costumes and throws them in. I'm like, no, ignoring that because it's a comic book. It's a comic book. That's taken as a given. You need to acknowledge the fact that when Batman gets angry, he hits his kids. You need to acknowledge the fact that when Batman has a bad day, he takes it out on the people closest to him. You need to acknowledge the fact that Batman doesn't really know how to be a father because he never really had one. And you need to acknowledge the fact that he's not a good dad to Dick Grayson because their age gap was so small that he didn't really know if he was his brother or his son.
Yeah.
And that is... Like, you need to acknowledge all of that before you can have a serious conversation about Batman as a dad. Because, like, if you end the conversation at, well, yeah, he has the Robins. He throws kids in costumes and throws them in front of guns. Yeah, it's a comic book. No fucking shit. He also dresses up like a bat. Like,
it's crazy.
And that's not weird in this universe. Like, sidekicks aren't weird in the universe of DC. So you can't acknowledge that and be like, this is evidence of him being bad. No, the things that you need to acknowledge of him being bad is all the stuff around that can't be explained by it's a comic book. Like, and that is part of the thing that when I look at like adaptations like Penguin, when I look at adaptations like The Batman, I feel like those are kind of having a conversation on the level of like, well, what if we brought it into the real world? What if we brought it into
that's what I said.
And like there's a little bit of fantastic element of it because like the bat signal wouldn't make much sense in the real world. And Batman as a concept doesn't really make much sense in the real world.
But it's not
it's not as fantastical as you need to get to have all those other things. Because it is fantastical enough for a Batman to exist. It's not fantastical enough to say have Mr. Freeze show up. I'm so fucking terrified that the villain of the Batman 2 is Hush that I'm like, I'm so fucking scared that that's where they're going to go.
I don't want to be Hush. Please, anybody else.
Nobody wants that. The only people who I have met who want Hush to be the bad guy are people who haven't actually read Hush. Like, they're like, see? Cool, scary mummy guy with guns. That seems like a cool bad guy.
We don't want that.
And he's used to be Batman's best friend. I'm like, okay, did you read Hush? It's not very good. It's not a very good book. It's very pretty. It's not like, it looks cool. But also, if you've read Hush, he fights Superman halfway through that book. You can't have Hush. Like,
it's a lot of that book.
That book relies on Clayface, Superman, Joker, Harley Quinn, and the Riddler existing. Your Riddler is Zodiac. Like, you can't have the Riddler be the bad guy in this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, please, Condiment King, go crazy. Do something crazy.
Yeah, go nuts. Have someone crazy show up. Have Batman's opening monologue being like, shit's gotten weird since last Halloween.
In the grocery store, bow. This something crazy, man. Please.
I tried to stop a drop head, and he had a ketchup gun, and I don't really know how to handle that. Like,
he's like, No, yeah, it'd be sick, man.
Did you
Please
just spray me with hot sauce?
Yeah, brother.
What the fuck is this?
I mean, please, Condiment King for Batman 2. Please, or Clayface. Go crazy. Or Professor
Anybody, come on.
Professor Pig. Pig, please. He's weird.
That might be a good. You see, if they want to keep it kind of realistic, Professor Pig's at least a serial killer. Like that's something.
That'd be terrifying.
That'd be terrifying. Have Zaz be like a minor antagonist. That works. Like something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Don't have it be Hush. Like I'm so scared they're gonna do Hush, man. It seems more realistic by the day. Don't stop. Come on.
Make it
Don't
weird.
do this to me.
Be weird, Matt Reeves. You made Planet Apes, bro. Do that, please.
I'm like, dude, I have faith in you. That first movie was great, but then you made Penguin, and I love Penguin, but it's just The Sopranos. So, like, can we not just do the most basic Batman villain?
Make it dope.
It's gonna be the Joker. You mean the fucking like fucked up face dude you showed up at the end of the last one?
Oh no, I forgot about that. No, not again. Let Joker die a little bit. Let him rest a little bit. Let him chill out for a little bit.
Let's not do the Dark Knight again. That would be awesome, please.
Please, anything but that. Please, they're fine, but please, anybody else.
Fine, but don't do it again. Like I don't need 2 cakes. Stop giving me 2 cakes.
I do, because I was like, do you think they're gonna combine them, the Batman and and Superman, or is it? Or do you think James Gunn's just joking? He's just joking. I think he's. I don't think he would do that. That'd be crazy.
I think it's a coin toss. One of the things that, as much as I love James Gunn's way that he handles like telling people things, he's also prone to lie. Yeah, like will just say no, he's not going to show up, and then put him in. And like I'm not going to critique that because like that's how I would handle something. I'd be like, no, I'm not doing that, dumbass, and then do it anyway.
Surprise!
Like I would never. What are you talking about? But at the exact same time, I have complex feelings about it because, again, I don't feel like Matt Reeves' Batman can be fantastical enough to fit in a universe where, like, a giant monster attacks Metropolis and it's not national news.
Yeah.
I don't feel, I think it would make sense because I do think that their tones are different enough that because, like, the one critique I usually hear people say is, like, we're going to have, if he shows up, that doesn't make sense because Superman and the Batman have such different tones. And I'm like, have you read a Superman comic and a Batman comic?
That's exactly.
They have very different tones.
So different.
But equally, I also don't think that they would do it because it's not just a tonal difference. It's like a realism, like, divide. Like, if I can't imagine that Batman sitting in Wayne Manor that looks like a Gothic cathedral on the TV, watching a story about how Metropolis almost got ripped in half by a dimensional portal and being like, yeah, that makes sense. I feel like he would be a little bit like, what dimensional portal? I almost got taken out by a shotgun yesterday. Like I got shot in the chest and it fucked my shit up. Like, yeah, like I got hit one. I almost got my shit rocked by a Reddit mod. What are you talking about?
I forgot about that. Like, and he took the Venom defeated. Yeah, he was fighting for his life. Yeah,
he was fighting for his life. Whatever the fuck that is, and like, I was like, I don't know. That's where I'm like, I want to say that Batman could be fantastical enough, but I genuinely don't think he can. I don't think that that's where they can push that Batman because I don't think that it will mesh with the rest of everything else.
Okay. Because I'm like, please, just do something sick. But put the blue on him. Yeah. Put blue. Let's put the blue on him.
Put him in a gray and blue outfit.
Oh my God.
Come on.
It looks so good.
Give him a Robin. God damn it.
Yeah, that's what I want so bad. That's why the rooftops. Please.
Come on.
Oh, we've done it. James Gunn's weird, and I love that. Please just do it.
Please.
You have time. You have stuff like that. Okay. When you go to a comic book shop, what draws you to a book? So, like, the cover, like, you like the shiny covers or the artwork, any artists put you out or anything like that?
The art. Usually it's the art for me. I somewhat infamously said that if I pick up your book and flip through it and I don't like the art, I'm not reading it. I don't care how good the story is at a certain point. And also, if your art doesn't appeal to my sensibilities, then I'm going to put it back down again. Like because there's books that I can acknowledge are some of the best books in comics and also admit that I am never going to read them because they gross me out. And like Invincible, I love Invincible. Invincible has too much body gore for me. I don't like gore. So like Invincible Invincible gets really heavy into gore a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll listen to a fucking synopsis. I'll watch the show. I can deal with that. I can't. The art's too detailed there, where I'm like, I can't watch people pulling their intestines out and be cool with that. I can't read that. And then, but that's like when I get into a comic shop and I'm like looking for a book. Usually, I'm looking for first it's a character that I like or a team or a book that I like. Where I'm like, oh, okay. I know I like Teen Titans. I'm going to go see what Teen Titans is like. I know I like Batman. I'll see if there's a Red Hood book. I'll see if there's a Nightwing book. I'll see if there's a Robin story. I'll see if there's a Spider-Man or a Deadpool or a Punisher book about. I'll see if there's any of those things. And then if I find any of them, second step is the art. If I look through the art and I don't like it, I'm putting your book back and I'm walking away. Yeah, I'm like, cool. Nope. And putting it back. And I've done that so many times. Where I've picked up a book, opened it up, and gone ugly, and putting it back. Like I don't like that.
I'm like, no, brother, no.
Mhm.
I'm like, I tried.
And then, but like, if I like the cover, if I like the character, and I like the art, I'll probably buy it. I don't usually pre-read a comic, mostly because I've owned a comic shop, and I wanted to. There's so many people have been like, I will physically remove you from this shop if you don't buy that fucking book. I swear to God.
They'd be like, I'm like, damn, baby, on page what? Why
are you in the middle of the book? This is not a library.
It's always crazy. I was like, I'll be so mad. Like, what are you doing? You might as well buy it.
What are you doing? Put that shit back, man. What are you doing here? Like,
it is weird.
So many times I would be sitting behind the counter and staring at someone who, if someone sat down, I'm like, I'm grabbing them. I'm going over. The number of times I've seen someone grab a book and they're reading it and like either they're in there with someone else or they're just by themselves and they pick up the book, look at it, and then sit down to read it. I'm like, no. Get off the floor. What are you doing? No, get the fuck out of my shop. What the hell are you doing?
That's criminal.
Don't you kick back. You're here to buy a book. But that's like, when I like check a comic in a comic shop, I will look at the art. I will quickly skim through the book. And if there's nothing that I'm like immediately adverse to, I'll usually buy it. But I'm also somebody who usually doesn't look at the credits. Like I don't look at the people who made the book before I get it. I pick up a book because it looks interesting. And then I will read. Usually that works out fine. But other times I have been burned because then I will like actually read it and I'll be like, who the fuck wrote this? And I'm looking, Frank Miller. God damn it.
No! He said his name. He must be stopped.
This must be stopped. Dude, put the fucking pen down. You're like 90. You don't need to be doing this anymore.
He's like, no, why are you writing this? I'll be like, oh God. I'm not.
Why are you doing variant covers? You can barely hold a pencil. Like, stop.
We gotta. Because I was like, no, why? You know what? Some people just gotta let it go. Let it go, man.
Just stop, dude.
Just stop.
You're done. You made it. Just
you got
finished.
it, bro. Because I was like, ain't no way.
Ain't no way you're still making books. There's no way.
And they look crazy. Not to me, they look wild.
And they look insane.
They look insane.
You used to be a good artist. Put the fucking pencil down.
Okay, so what do you think about the Batman and the Daredevil? I mean, the Batman and the Deadpool crossover.
I like the art. I like the concept. I don't feel like it was executed all that well. It feels very surface level for a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel like they really delved into the fun of what this crossover could entail. But honestly, like, as much as I am a fan of both the characters and as hyped as I was for this story, I'll also fully admit I don't really know a good story that could be told with Batman and Deadpool crossing over. They're characters that there's no parts of Deadpool that I think would mesh with any part of Batman. And there's no part of Batman that I think would mesh with any part of Deadpool. I think Deadpool would have the cultural, like, he would culturally love Batman because he's a nerd. But that's about the extent of it. And that's why I was like, I'm super excited for this book because I want to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the fact that it's a precedent being set because that means that DC and Marvel can cross over. That's cool. But I feel like this was a trial run. It felt like a jab, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like we're not really going to try and do anything big. We're not going to do anything super controversial. We're not going to do anything crazy. But we are going to try this. And I feel like, honestly, Spider-Man Superman's probably going to be a little better. At least I'm hopeful. Hopefully Spider-Man Superman's a little better. But yeah, I think that's probably that pretty much explains my feelings on it. it's not what I hoped it could be, but I don't even know what I hoped it could be.
Right. I like the Wonder Woman in the Captain America story. I was like, all right.
That was cool. I think that was really cool. I think that they should have used Hitler for the guy at the end. I feel like having Cap question that confuses the point. I get the point they're trying to make, but don't make it Hitler. Like, don't make it the guy. Like, don't make it the whole point of this war. Like,
I was like,
you are a soldier. Your job is to kill him. That is.
I was like, Cap.
I get the idea that he's like there. He's battling over his morals of taking a life because he is supposed to be like this ideal for others, and I get that. I understand that. Don't have it be Hitler. Like, have it be like a different guy.
I was like,
you're gonna have it be the guy. This whole war is the main objective is kill that guy. Like, this.
I was like,
wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that.
I was like, that's it. Oh,
you're a soldier. You were deployed on a mission. I know what your mission says. Like,
that's not what I thought it was going to be. That's not how I thought that was going to go.
If you open up that fucking dossier, it probably says that motherfucker. That's probably the line.
I thought he was slinging shells straight to the bow, straight to the window. Bow.
Exactly.
That's what I thought. I thought
exactly. I'm like, okay, I get the point you're trying to make by having him be like, so much death and it's this guy's fault. Have him question his morality and the difference between being a superhero and a soldier on like a general. Have it be some nameless guy. Have it be fucking Red Skull. Like, have it be Red Skull and don't have it be Hitler. Like, if it's Red Skull and Wonder Woman has to talk him down from just popping Red Skull, cool. That's good. I like that. That makes it make more sense. That makes it not like, because in the current climate of things, do you really want to say that Captain America would hesitate? Do you really want to say right now, in this current climate, you want to say that Captain America would hesitate? Are you sure? Are you sure you want to set the precedent that Captain America wouldn't do it?
Yeah, because...
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I was like, Wonder Woman would probably do it, but I was like, he got there first. Whoever got there first would definitely... Yeah, so I was like, wait.
Also, Wonder Woman... I think Wonder Woman would do it if given no other choice.
Yeah, that's what I said. Hey, man.
Wonder Woman would be like, turn yourself in, be tried for your crimes. That you have caused mass deaths, but there is a possibility that you could do better. And then he would say no, and she would go, okay, and then she'd kill him. But that's done.
Yeah.
But like Captain America,
that's
he did get there first, and he would definitely draw the gun. He'd probably do the same speech, but then he would hesitate because he knows that he is a hero first and a soldier second.
Yeah,
and that's the story that's trying to be told. I get that. I understand that point. I want to say that for any time that anybody watches this.
But right now,
oh, that's not the point of the book. The point is him struggling. I get that. I understand what the story is. But don't make it Hitler. Like, make it be Red Skull. Make it be Zemo. Make it be Baron Strucker. Like, make it someone that isn't the guy.
A little too close to home.
Little too close to home. Like, there's an exception to the rule. That's like having him hesitate with a gun to Thanos. Like, there's like...
Hey, just saying. Lives matter, but come on, brothers. Look, one time.
What?
One time. Let's slide. I'm just saying.
Let it slide, dude. I get it. I get your point. I get what you're saying. There's no one here, man. Like,
it's just us.
It's just us. What's that one Superman Batman panel where he's like, I'll make it look like an accident. You don't need to just let it happen.
Please.
Just this one time. It's cool.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, wait. Oh, yeah, that book was wild, man. That book was wild. I want more.
That's the thing, is I want more because I want them to try more things. I'm excited to see more things. I'm excited to see different options and variations. But like I said, it feels like a jab. It feels like, we're going to prove that we can do this before we do anything important with it.
I love it, because I was like, what are we doing? All right, now we turn the table onto you. Do you have any questions for me?
Do you like the whole Sinestro Corps, or is it just Sinestro?
I like Jessica Cruz a lot, but I like Sinestro a lot. Because the whole anxiety.
What's your favorite lantern color?
I like red the most. Red the most. I like.
My favorite's always secretly been orange because I think it's hilarious.
That's my second one. Mine.
I love the idea of it's just the One Ring.
Just
and
me.
That's hilarious to me. That's I think it's like the One Ring from Lord of the Rings, and I think that's hilarious. I'm not usually asked about questions. Yeah, turn the tables on me. I get it. 6th favorite color, because you started with my 4th. What's your 6th? You got to go farther down the list.
Okay, I like red, black. I love red and black. The combo just works. Yellow, green, blue, purple.
Okay. All right then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Purple.
You said that you were a Snyder defender for a second.
I mean, I also like understand like I can separate like the comic book from the movies, so I see it as like, oh, this is my pull list. Yeah, and I tell people like I get you. I don't have this one. I can go read my comics and have that. But I just think Snyder had like a thing he should have had on the side, and then DC should have did their own thing with that
makes sense.
Stuff. Like they were doing too much ahead of time stuff before the setup and everything, and I feel like they should have tapped in more to their CW stuff and used it as a multiverse and combined it all as one. And you can fix it.
I can kind of see.
Yeah, because it was a lot like because Marvel did like Marvel built their whole thing around like the Thor, Captain, and all that. I was like, whoa, and they built their characters up. So DC just had to I would just say mix it all together. Yeah, just mix it all together. And I was like, I get what you're doing, building the characters, but Zach, you were a little bit too rough at first. A little too rough at first. Yeah.
He started dark as shit and was like, all right, let's make Superman destroy Metropolis as his first thing he does.
He fought the
first thing we see my Superman do. He absolutely murder thousands of people.
And he put him against 3 Kryptonians. That was dirty. On his first day. And
on his first day, this dude's never fought anything.
He's never fought anybody. And I was like, fuck, I get it. And I get why Batman's mad. If you see that guy, and you're like, oh, he gotta go. He has to die.
Yeah.
I totally get
100%. Like I would absolutely. But that's the thing is that when I saw that, I'd be like, okay, why does anyone else like Superman? That's actually a great point. If we all saw him do that, okay, like how many tankers do you need to save that equals out destroying Metropolis?
And that's when his dad was like, "Yo, bro, chill out, don't
calm down."
His dad was like trying to tell him.
I would say the exact same thing to like, as much as I love Invincible the show, I feel like Invincible gets away with it a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Of like,
he goes, "Bow, City,
Chicago's gone. Like Chicago doesn't exist anymore." All right, okay. Are we cool with Invincible still? Like, I'm gonna be real. I understood Powerplex in season 2.
And I was like, I get why people are like, "Yo, chill out."
He didn't go to court for that.
Yeah,
Chicago's gone. Thousands are dead, and they're like, "Well, yeah, that was Omni-Man." I'm like, did we see the fight? Like,
bro, that's what I said. Like, it's crazy when like Man of Steel and Zack Snyder. I was like, bro, I get why Batman's mad, but like, damn, but like, he just turned the whole
to be like, yeah. You say you wanted to be more tied into the CW stuff. How did you feel about Green Arrow specifically? Like how he
it was handled? Like Batman, bro, but it was like wasn't Batman.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so I was reading comics, heavy, New 52, all that stuff. I was picking up everything, like. Right. And I was like, why is Green Arrow like Batman?
Yeah. Because comic book Green Arrow is like incredibly not Batman. He started that way, like maybe in like the Golden Age, but this is definitely not Golden Age.
And I was like, yo, was this because of the Dark Knight or something? Because he acts like Batman. Yeah.
He's just Batman. Like, why? The second that they gave him an Oracle, I was like, hold on. What the fuck?
That's what I was like. I was like, wait, he stole his whole flow. And I was like,
he stole his whole. What do you mean his butler is also like, oh, I'm sorry, not butler, bodyguard. I'm sorry. What do you mean his bodyguard is former military?
Yo, it was Batman.
You mean Alfred? You just gave him an Alfred?
And I was like, whoa. And then they did like, it was weird. Then like later on in the seasons, he was like Green Arrow. They kept going up and down with it.
Right, like they took some Green Arrow stories, but they also gave him Team Arrow, which is just the Robins. Like
that he had his own Robins, and we got there, and then we had all this other stuff, and I was like, wow!
Like they had 1-to-1 Robins in that show, where I was like, oh, you gave Wildcat, and he carries 2 guns and has a helmet. Okay, so you have Red Hood. Oh, there's the girl. That's Batgirl. Okay. You have the smart one who's kind of socially awkward and hangs out in the background. Tim Drake.
Tim Drake.
You have
Got
an
all.
Oracle who hangs out at home base. Okay.
You got all. It was just
You
weird.
got everything.
It was weird, man.
I'll fully admit I watched that show religiously when it first came out.
Yeah.
But then, like, the farther that it went, the more I was
Bro.
like, okay, what are we doing?
Yeah,
Why is this Batman? Why are we just doing Batman?
Because the more I got reading in the comics, I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like...
Yeah, the more I actually started caring about Green Arrow, I'm like, wait, hold on a goddamn minute.
That's
what the fuck is this?
I struggle so much with comic books because I'm, like, reading constantly. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. And when you step outside, because people give me stuff all the time, books and stuff. I'm like, okay, I'll read it all. Fuck it. But now I'm like, oh, I get why people are mad. Oh,
yeah.
I get why people are...
Exactly.
Oh, I got why this casting. Oh, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So now I try to, like,
That's
separate
one of the things that, like, with all the movies and everything, it is an adaptation, so it's not going to be a 1-for-1. But I can fully accept that. There is just sometimes where I'm like, okay, there's doing your own thing, and then there is ignoring what exists. Like,
True.
it's just like, ignoring that this is an adaptation at all.
Like, why'd you do that?
Weirdly enough, controversially, I feel that about Nolan movies to a certain extent.
Okay.
I feel like after Batman Begins, it's no longer an adaptation of anything.
I agree.
I feel like
he did his own thing.
To Dark Knight,
he did his own thing. He did his own thing.
So Gotham's just Chicago now, and Batman only goes out sometimes, not nightly patrols, just you know.
I think Nolan cool what he did, but bro, that's not Batman. Batman was just like
Batman. Like Batman Begins. I'll give Batman Begins a
pass. That's what I said. That's what I said.
Batman Begins is year one. That feels like year one.
Yes.
It's got the same color palette. It's got the characters. I'll give year one a pass. Not a lot because they do have racially confused Al Ghul, but that's.
I forgot it was. Oh no. Yeah.
Let's have Ra's al Ghul be a Scottish dude for some fucking reason.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
Let's give hold on. Let's show a like absolutely perfect casting Ra's al Ghul with a famous actor, mind you, and then kill him in 5 seconds and replace him with a white guy. Because Christopher Nolan is not escaping a single allegation of anything.
He not beating those. He not beating those. Yeah. Because that's why I was like
I love like don't get me wrong, I like Bane in Dark Knight Rises, but at the same time I'm like, okay, he stops being Bane the second that you're like, oh, he's in, like, to an extent. Again, if I know the exact comic that you read based on the story that you're telling and nothing else, I'm like, I don't like your adaptation. My like border for a good adaptation is I need to know you read more than one book. I need to know you read more than like. If I can tell the 5 books you read, I'm disappointed. If I can tell the 3 books you read, I'm mad. If I can tell the 2 books you read, fuck this adaptation. If I can tell you read 1 fucking book, I'm like, all right, this isn't an adaptation anymore. And unfortunately, Dark Knight Rises is it's not just Nightfall. It's like half of Nightfall. And then like Bane, Son of the Demon, or Bane, Heir to the Demon.
It's a sprinkle. It's a little sprinkle of it. Yeah.
Where I'm like, okay, yeah, he did kind of have a thing for Talia, and he did kind of work for Ra's. Why is the rest of this here? What is this?
As a Bane guy, I was like, no.
Exactly.
No.
But
I said, oh no, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is how I feel about a lot of these adaptations, where I'm like, I'm okay with you doing your own thing. I'm okay with you saying you're adapting a certain work. I'm okay with it being very out there.
Yes.
But I don't want you to just make a 1-to-1.
1-to-1.
Or like trying to make a 1-to-1, but trying to do your own thing with it. That's when I get a little bit like, okay, what are we doing then? Because like even the Batman, I'm like, I can tell that you read a lot of this is The Long Halloween. Yes. And a lot of this is Year One.
Yes.
And I can see both of those things. But it's also a little bit of its own thing. Like they have its own, it has its own like narrative arc, it's got its own characters, it's got its own vibe. So I can give that one a pass because I'm like, okay, you didn't just read 5 books and make a movie. Mm-hmm. You read 5 books, wrote a script, and made a movie. And I'll give you that pass. It's when you start getting into the ridiculous shit where it's just I read 5 stories and kind of threw the pages onto the screen and called it a day.
Yeah, because that's what I was like, please, the more I read, I'm like, fuck, and like I love Robin, so I love Nightwing Robin, so I had to read Batman beforehand or anything,
and then never see any Robin in anything
never again
ever,
or get close to him, or they have like a show on CW with Gotham Knights,
where they're like, we're gonna make Titans. God, Gotham Knights. I wanted so much from that show. I wanted that show to be so
it's
cool.
2 episodes.
I'm a Washington native. They had Misha Collins be Two-Face, and I was like, fuck yeah, represent. That guy's from Bellingham. I know him. But at the same time, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean Bruce Wayne has another kid who didn't know he was Batman, who also didn't know they were Robins?
Here we go.
What do you mean the Joker's daughter is literal?
Yeah.
What?
I was like, all right, man. I tried. Titans was crazy. They had me with the costume. Right. I like the costumes, but that's it.
I like the costumes. I like the costumes,
and I told the dude, I was like, if you didn't know this was like, if you didn't read Titans, I would be like, fuck.
Yeah.
I know.
We're gonna have Dick Grayson in there, and he's not gonna smile once.
When he dies.
Dick Grayson
after he dies. Smiles after he dies.
After he dies, yeah.
And kill Donald Troy with lightning. You can't
kill Donna Troy with.
See, Hushtommer got. All right, damn it! But like, it's just so weird. It's just so weird. But Jason Todd was crazy. You did the Red Hood under Red Hood in like 2 episodes, in like 2 minutes.
You did Under the Red Hood with all of the motivation for Red Hood not existing anymore. You did Red Hood by starting the story with him killing with Batman killing the Joker. That's why he was mad. Why is he here? Like,
you solved his problem.
You solved the issue. That's what he was pissed about.
It's just
good job. Like,
hopefully we just, James Gunn, take your time, brother.
My favorite thing to see online, and this is very spiteful of me, is to see the actor who played Red Hood in that desperately beg James Gunn to let him into the DCU, and James Gunn ignoring him at every fucking step. It makes me laugh.
He should just be. He shouldn't be. Yeah, I see.
He shouldn't be nobody. That dude sucked. He was terrible.
I was like,
the dude had a fucking Brainiac forehead and thought that he was Jason Todd because he cursed a lot. Dude, what are we doing?
You know what? My man's fitting. He's fitting. You just fitting. Because I was like, bro.
That dude pisses me off so fucking much.
He was so weird. He was so weird. I was like, Titans, just if you didn't know,
snap the back of a female police officer, calling her a bitch in the first episode.
Yeah, he did. He was murdering people. He was murder.
Yeah,
he was
have him as Robin. Snap a police officer's back, call her a bitch, and then be like, "What's the problem?" Like, Jason Todd didn't do 90% of his actions to protect women. Let's be. What are we doing?
It's true. Like, hey, people don't know, man. Listen, Jason Todd.
Like, okay, hold on. The whole diplomat's son incident is because that dude was being a terrible person to a woman. He died trying to save a woman. Every single step of Jason Todd's life is highlighted by him trying to protect the women in his life. It's highly implied that stuff happened to him as a kid and that women were the only people that protected him. Don't have him be this misogynistic fucking piece of crap.
Bang, bang.
Second he shows up.
Whoa. I said, whoa, brother, whoa. He was a Robin, brother. Wait, what are you talking about?
Robin. He's supposed to love this shit. Don't make him the dark one immediately.
I told the dude, I said, bro.
He's Robin at the same time that Dick Grayson is Robin. What?
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
No, what are we talking about?
It was look, Titans, you have in the first half. I ain't gonna lie, you have in the first half. But it's fine. It's okay.
You lost me at the first teaser. You lost me at fuck
Batman.
That doesn't. What the hell?
I said, wait, did something happen before? I was like, wait, can we?
Listen, I remember when they were pissed at each other, but he's not dropping out. He's not still in Gotham doing that.
And I was like, why do we always skip to the part? Like, y'all skip everything before we get to that. Can we get to that first?
Why do you skip Dick Grayson actually enjoying this? Why did we jump straight to him being like, I fucking hate my life. I hate this job. I moved to Bloodhaven so I could be a cop and not a.
I was like, you know what? Anymore. All right, I see you know Titans. Okay. Just a costume.
Okay. You have a fan base, and then eventually you'll die a slow death, and I won't have to listen to you anymore.
Yeah, and put
the only good thing to come out of Titans is Doom Patrol, and I stand by that.
Doom Patrol is fire. Doom Patrol is fire.
Doom Patrol is good. I stick with that.
Doom Patrol is fire. Swamp Thing was. I like Swamp Thing, but they couldn't afford it.
Swamp Thing was great. It had nothing to do with Titans. I love Swamp Thing. That was really fucking good. They canceled it because I'm pretty sure they got scared.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they were like, oh God, people are going to think that DC should be scary now. What if a kid watches this? I'm like, okay, don't market it to children. You made Peacemaker. What are you talking about?
Yeah, bro.
I was said that kids might watch this. You started Titans with Dick Grayson stabbing a guy. Like,
yeah,
what are you talking about?
It was murder all the time on Titans. It was terrible.
Dick Grayson stabbed a dude in the leg and said, "Touch your daughter again, and I'll know." Like, that's. What are you talking about? Why are we scared of Swamp Thing of all things?
Yeah, Swamp Thing was crazy. Swamp Thing was dope, man. God, bring back, well, hopefully Swamp Thing's come back. Swamp Thing's comes back. But I want to thank you. I appreciate you. Everything you do, man. I love your videos. I think you're a really dope human. Please always.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this. This has been like one of the best episodes of my life.
It's been awesome.
But you gotta come back anytime you want. Anytime you want to promote anything, let me know. But let the people know what you got going on this.
Sounds like a plan. Right now, I'm kind of trying to transition my stuff out to multiple different platforms. So you can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me. I post pretty consistently on Instagram nowadays, as well as TikTok. I put exclusive content on every platform that I'm on. So follow me wherever you can. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Blue Sky.
Everywhere.
If there's a social media and you look up ThePandaRedd, you're going to find me. So the Panda Redd. Wherever content is peddled, and you'll find original stuff there.
Hell yes. Sailor Games everywhere. YouTube, TikTok, at your mama's house. That's where I be. I love you guys. Thank you. This has been a great episode. Give us some word of wisdom today. Like somebody owe you money. Like somebody could, whatever you want. Whatever you want to say. Whatever you want to say in the streets. Whatever you want to say.
What are we saying? What are we saying to the people?
What do we say to the people?
What are we saying to the people? Go support your local comic shop if you can find one. Support everybody that you possibly can. Shit's rough out there right now, so like the man said, be kind to everybody. Be nice to everybody. Support the small businesses that you can, especially your local comic shop. Trust me, they need it.
Yes.
No matter how big they are, they definitely need your patronage. So check them out. Get comics any way that you can. Support the medium that we all love, and I promise it'll stay around.
Thank you. Hit the share button, like button, all that good stuff. We love you. Peace.